At the very stern of the Titanic, Quartermaster George Thomas Roe still paced his lonely watch. He had seen no one, heard nothing since the iceberg glided by nearly an hour ago. Suddenly, he was amazed to see a lifeboat floating near the starboard side. He phoned the bridge. Did they know there was a boat afloat? An incredulous voice asked who he was. Roe explained, and the bridge then realised he had been overlooked. They told him to come to the bridge right away and bring some rockets with him. Roe dropped down to a locker one deck below, picked up a tin box with 12 rockets inside and clambered forward, the last man to learn what was going on. Others knew all too well by now. Old Dr. O'Loughlin whispered to stewardess Mary Sloane, "Child, things are very bad." Stewardess Annie Robinson stood near the mail room watching the water rise on F deck. As she puzzled over a man's Gladstone bag lying abandoned in the corridor, Carpenter Hutchinson arrived with a lead line in his hand. He looked bewildered, distracted, wildly upset. A little later Miss Robinson bumped into Thomas Andrews on A deck. Andrews gritted her like a cross parent. "I thought I told you to put your lifebelt on." "Yes," she replied, "but I thought it meant to wear it." "Never mind that. Put it on. Walk about. Let the passengers see you." "It looks rather mean." "No, put it on." "Well, if you value your life, put it on." Andrews understood people very well. A charming, dynamic man, he was everywhere, helping everyone, and people looked to him. He handled them differently, depending on what he thought of them. He told garrulous steward Johnson that everything would be all right. He told Mr. and Mrs. Albert Dick, his casual dinner companions, "She is torn to bits below, but she will not sink if her after bulkheads hold." He told competent stewardess Mary Sloane, "It is very serious, but keep the bad news quiet for fear of panic." He told John B. Thayer, whom he trusted implicitly, that he didn't give the ship much over an hour to live. Some of the crew didn't need to be told. About 12:45, able seaman John Poindexter left the boat deck to get his rubber boots. He found them in the forecastle on E deck forward, and was just starting up again when the wooden wall between his quarters and some third-class space to starboard suddenly gave way. The sea surged in, and he fought his way out through water up to his waist.